So here's the basics of how to work together as a group on the GitHubs. Firstly, you'll need to go and get into your organization. In your profile, if you go down here, you can see there's your organization. So now you're going to go into your team's repository, which is a big folder of your project. And I'm just going to go into Sandbox here. This is a repository I've just made for messing around with stuff. So let's do something. So while I could create a new file here, I'm just going to edit. Let's just say this is the code our group is working on, and I'm going to add something to it as a group member. So I can go in and click add, and my contribution to this code, well, it's pretty obvious what it lacks. It lacks a snake. There it is. Now that will straight up break the code because I'm going to need a lot of prints to the left and right of this. I do want to save it, but you see, I don't want to just, if I save it, I'm going to screw up the main code. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go adding snake. This will be great. Now I could commit this directly to the main branch, but as I said, I just want to just work on this for a little bit. I don't want to break the main branch, so I'm going to go call this dmurray snake add-on. So I'm working on that. So I'm now going to branch off my change into a new kind of a side thing. So by default it jumps onto the page, the pull request page here, which is actually to ask people to check this code to add it to the main branch. Now I can get someone to check my code. I know it's wrong, but just for the sake of checking it, I can ask someone to review it. In fact, I'm just going to change it and fix it here first. You can actually see where your branch is if you click Graphs, and in Graphs click Network. And look, you can see it there. There it is. It was the master, and I've now broken up into a new branch, and I will merge back into this master track later on when I'm all ready. And I think it's working because I don't want to break this main one. That should be working at all times if you can keep it working. So if your teacher rocks up to you and says, show us your code, you can't be like, oh, it won't work right now. You should always have at least one working at all times. So if you go back to code, here you can see that there's the master branch, and here's my change. If I go into snake add-on, this is a different dimension, a parallel universe where I've changed everything. You can see there's my snake add-on. Now, I better go back in and make sure it's all ready to go and fix it up. You can see here's what I've changed. This is the diff here, what you've changed. Okay, I'm gonna fix this up. Great, so that's my snake all fixed up. I'm ready to add a comment to that. So anytime you save something, you should add a little message to say what you've saved. I'm just gonna go snake finished. Yeah, all done now. Okay, I'm going to commit this to the snake one. Now you could make a new branch within your branch, but that's a bit ridiculous. Let's not do that. Bit inception there. I'm going to commit changes. I've made my change, and let's just see what that looks like on the graph. So if I click graphs, I go network, I can see there's the first time I made it. See? And then I added some stuff. I fixed all my missing brackets, and you can see each dot is a save or a commit. And I can keep going and keep editing this until I'm all finished. Actually, I'm all finished now. I'm ready to ask the rest of the group members here if they wouldn't mind pulling my code up back into the main branch in what's called a pull request, where they pull it back up to the top branch here. Deadly. So let's ask my group to check my code and pull me up. So to do a pull request, you just click pull requests and then make a new pull request. So now just be careful. If you go snake branch back into master, it works the other way. So you all start at the top. Master will be pulling up the snake add-on. You get this backwards, you won't see anything. Right, great. GitHub is actually able to merge these without any conflicts, which is brilliant. And I'm going to create the pull request and call upon my team So we're going to choose a reviewer here. Don't worry about assignees. That's either you or it's more an issues thing. I'm going to look for maybe this guy. He looks fairly reliable. So I'm going to give it to him to review. Check my code, please. Create pull request. So what's this? I see a pull request. Yeah. Looks like a snake add-on. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to review it. Change one file. And he has put in a snake. It's got a tail. It's got a head. And either horns or eyes, I'm not quite sure. Looks legit. Legit snake. Legit snake buys. I can comment and send that back to him. But you know what? I think that that's just fine. I think that can go in our main code. Our code is ready for snakes. I approve this message. And I've just been informed by email that my snake is legit and my changes have been accepted. So the reviewer also has the power then, if they are a member of your team, to finish it off and pull the code into the main branch again. Now, you could actually send it off to review to anyone in the class, but only team members will be able to approve and merge your code back into the main branch. So it is very rude to merge your own code back into the main branch without going to peer review first. Peer review meaning show to your group members. So technically you can merge your own pull requests and not send out your changes to your group to approve, but it's not great. In fact, it's awful. I'm pretty sure if I just, let's see, merging your own pull requests. Ugh. Images. Yeah, it's generally frowned upon. So this other person now is going to merge the pull request. Confirm merge. Cool. So you can see here, it's all merged back into the main branch. So in summary, I broke out a new feature here, adding a snake. I saved it once for my own patch. I could have saved it a few times as I was working on it. Once I was finished, I did a pull request and somebody pulled my code back up into the main branch. Now, in this case, it was technically me and another account, but that was just to show you as an example. It would be, as I said, bad to merge your own pull requests. When you get marks for group work, it's generally on interactions with the group, which is all requested. So it's not great for your group work if you're merging your own pull requests. So after all that, when I go back into my code, this is now the master branch, and you can see my changes have been updated back into the master. So now this is in the master branch. Oh, wait a second. I'm just after noticing this is a whole full of typos. Who approved that merge quest? They've just broken everything.